Well, welcome back. Last time I showed you some basics about how to add some notation in Finale and how to set up a new document, add and delete new measures. So today I'm going to talk to you, we're going to dive a little bit deeper, and I'm going to talk to you about adding some expression to some music that you have created. So what I've done is I've created the first four measures of the piano part of the Hanukkah song that we'll be doing for the holiday concert. And I'm going to add some expression like dynamics and other things to the document so you can see how it's done. Okay? First thing you need is, obviously, the music is all set and ready to go. To add expression, you're going to click on the expression tool. The expression tool is the MF. If you hover over it, it says expression. Okay? When you have that tool, your cursor becomes a cross with an arrow. And when you hover over a note, you can see it adds a little quarter note in the top right corner of the cross. Okay? This indicates that you can add an expression to that given note. So let's say we want the beginning to start out soft. We're going to go to the first note, double click, and it comes up with a dialog box. Okay? In the dialog box you have a number of options. You have dynamics, tempo marks, tempo alterations, expressive text, technique text, rehearsal marks, and other miscellaneous things. Okay? We're going to go back to dynamics, and like I said, we want the beginning of this piece to be soft. So we're going to click on P for piano and click assign. It is going to assign that dynamic marking to where you double clicked. So it should add it right at the beginning where I double clicked. Now, if I were to go to the playback menu and play this, it should play the entire selection soft. I would certainly consider that soft. Now, just to get an idea of the difference, let's make the second measure medium loud so you can hear the difference in the playback. Okay, so same thing, double click on the note you want to add an expression, click on it, assign, and there it is. Now, when we get to the second measure, you should hear a difference in the volume in the playback. Okay? Now, another expression for dynamics is adding a gradual crescendo. Say instead of it piano in the first measure and then all of a sudden mezzo forte in the second measure, we want it to gradually get to mezzo forte. Well, to do that, you're going to click on the Smart Shape tool. Okay, Smart Shape, and it's going to bring up a window. And over here are different smart shapes. Obviously, we want the crescendo, so we're going to click on that. And then we're going to double click where we want it to start and drag to where we want it to end. Okay? So now it's going to take that entire measure to get to mezzo forte. Let's try it and see what it sounds like. Now that was probably not a very good example, simply because half the measure is a half note, so you can't hear it get louder like it's supposed to. So that was probably a bad example. Let's delete that one. And let's say we want it to get softer in the second measure and go back down to piano. So you should be able to do this quickly by now, but I'm going to just show you. And here we go. Immediately mezzo forte. Okay, and it gradually gets softer. So there you go. There's some basics in adding some dynamic marking, some expressions. As you can see, if you click on the expression tool and click on notes, you have a number of options. If you want to speed it up a little or slow it down or go back to the original tempo, there's expressive text, like you can write in crescendo. The only thing with that is it's not physically going to do a crescendo for you in the playback. You have to use the Smart Shape for that. But there you go. There's some basics on using expression in Finale.